Welcome to the RadioU Podcast. I'm Hudson.
And I'm Allie.
Coming up, how much would you pay for unlimited Subway footlongs every month?
Also, is this the cutest Olympic moment yet?
All that and more on the way next. Allie, what was your stress level yesterday when the U.S. hockey team went to overtime against Sweden?
Oh my gosh, so much stress, and I am so happy that they won. But yeah, I was just a bundle of nerves because they went to overtime. It's like sudden death. And also the crazy part about it was like, I thought that they were going to win the game, before that. Sweden, who they were playing, they were up 1-0 on Sweden the whole, most of the game. And Sweden scores at the very, very tail end of the third period to tie it and then send it to overtime. And overtime, how it works is, you got 3-on-3, and whoever scores first, the game is over.
Yeah, sudden death.
And so, anything can happen in sudden death. So the nerves were high.
And 3-on-3 is really wide open. And so it usually doesn't take too long for somebody to wind up scoring. And once I was watching the overtime, once Sweden had scored to tie the game, I was like, the U.S. they look like they're cooked,
Yeah.
The Sweden should be running out of gas because they played the previous day. But it looked like the U.S. was the one kind of panicking a little more. And then Quinn Hughes, who wound up being the hero, I was like, the announcers were like, he's saying he's not going off the ice. He's waving him off. He won't make a line change. And I'm like, this is going to be a mistake. He's going to lose the game. And he turns around and winds up actually getting the game-winning goal.
Yeah, I know. It was just insane. And so I'm very happy that they won and moved on. Really, other than the Germany-Slovakia game, we got very exciting semifinals. 3 of the 4, or the quarterfinals, 3 of the 4 went to overtime.
Yeah. And now everybody gets a day off today before they go back and play tomorrow so they can kind of rest up because the U.S. also was the latest game of the day. That game ended, I think, after midnight in Italy, their time. So that's something that I've seen people complaining about is that the schedule is not advantageous for the United States because they have to play so late every time, but that's because it's best for TV here. So,
it's
the hand strikes and gives a flower.
3 p.m. our time. I don't know
better than 6 a.m.
Yeah,
so.
I don't know if it's best, but it is tough to think about having to play that late in the night. But yeah, very exciting Olympic hockey. I'm excited that we got such exciting games because I feel like the first round, the preliminary games, were not as exciting.
Yeah.
So
you had a bigger gap in competition with Italy and France.
Canada plays Czechia in the opening round, beats them 5-0, and then ends up going to overtime. Was losing to Czechia at one point, so Canada was really on the ropes, having to come back and tie that game to even force overtime. So it was insane. And then I was not expecting Finland to come back against Switzerland. They were down 2-0, ended up coming back, winning it 3-2 in overtime. So a very exciting round of Olympic hockey we got in the quarterfinals.
3 excellent games, and then today we get U.S. versus Canada for the gold in women's hockey.
Yep.
But I don't know if you feel the same, Allie, because as a Canadian fan, there is particularly leading up to, it'll be a little different in the women's gold medal game today because it's for the gold medal. But there's no joy in winning against Czech in overtime yesterday. It wasn't like, yay, we won. It's purely relief. The expectations are you need to be in the gold medal game. And if you can't get a medal at all, that's a massive disappointment.
Yeah, you could tell Sweden was very disappointed that they're not even going to be able to compete for a medal. I don't think people anticipated that they would be in the position they were in. And I was excited. I get where you're coming from because you're Canada. You're kind of the gold favorite in the men's side. But for the USA, that was the first time they've ever beaten Sweden.
Really?
So this was a joyful moment for them where, not only a relief that you can continue on in the Olympic hunt, but also you beat Sweden for the first time. So that's pretty cool.
And for Canada, it's the pressure works against you where the expectations
are so
and the
high.
same stress that I'm feeling of if we don't get to the gold medal game, this is a complete and absolute failure, and embarrassment. that's how many of the players are feeling too. That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, go to our social media, guys, to see the moment that Canada won. You can see Hudson's Trash Binnington reaction.
Yeah, we got to make a change. What if you could get a $45 a month subscription to Subway? 8772 Radio U. Apparently an idea that's enticing to many on Twitter, where a post went viral claiming that Subway was offering a $45 a month subscription with unlimited footlongs.
What?
Yeah.
Unlimited.
It sounds kind of too good to be true, doesn't it?
It sounds like a Wicked song.
It sounds like a challenge, is what it kind of sounds like. It blew up, but it was later discovered that this post was from a page called Hoops Craze, which is making fun of Pop Crave, which often does actually post real news that would be something like this. But this was made up.
Bogus.
This is a parody, yeah.
Dang.
It's a joke without a punchline.
Yeah, people got really excited about this Hoops Crave.
Yeah. Okay, so now we know it's fake, though. Is this giving Subway ideas? Like, would we actually be into? I haven't gone to Subway in a long time, but you tell me about a subscription service, $45 a month, and I can get unlimited footlongs?
Unlimited footlongs. For me, I'm not interested in this because subs are just not really a thing that I like as much. But if you are really into Subway and you eat it a lot, why not do this?
I feel like you don't even have to be into subs, because that's like if $45 a month. Footlongs are more than $5 because that's the song that they can't use anymore because they don't do that.
That was from like the 2000s.
So that means you have to buy less than 9 footlongs in a month.
How much do footlongs cost now? Do they cost like $10? Are they double now?
I'm thinking like $7, $8 probably, but it probably depends on which one you get.
Yeah.
And which Subway you're going to and whatever. But let's see if we wanted to order a sub on subway.com. Let's see what just comes up real quick. But I mean, still, like, you do the quick math in your head, even if you had to eat 9 subs. Yes, I know the location's currently closed. Even if you had to eat 9 subs a month, couldn't you get there and like make it, like, you would save so much money?
Yeah, but I don't know if I'd be happy, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd be satisfied with this.
They have a $4.99 sub of the day, but that's not a footlong.
Yeah, that has to be like, 6, like half.
Yeah, it looks like a 6-inch. And then they also have a $6.99 meal of the day. Why can't I just like find?
Why can't we know how much a footlong costs?
Because they're closed right now. Okay, a steak Philly. That's probably what I would order. No, I don't want to make it a combo. Come on. Just tell. I just want to know.
Why is it so hard, Subway?
A footlong steak Philly would be $12.49.
I knew it had to be at least double from the $5 footlong.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like this is the highest end sub they have, but that'd be like 4 footlongs in a month.
Yep.
You would get your money. You'd be making money on the deal. Once a week, you have to go and get a steak Philly, and you'd be making money on Subway.
I mean,
that's why they can't offer this.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because there'd be people lining up and abusing this.
Yeah.
So much.
It'd be like Movie Pass all over again.
Right.
Subway would go out of business.
Yeah.
It would literally.
And they're already, I feel like, on their way out.
Yeah.
I feel like they're just barely hanging on.
And remember, like, Red Lobster, who's on their way out, was all blaming, like, the bottomless shrimp is what's killed us.
Yeah.
This is bottomless shrimp, but worse.
Yeah.
Because it's much more attainable, I feel like, for people to just get a pickup order from Subway versus going in for bottomless shrimp or Red Lobster.
Yeah, that's true.
So this is why, unfortunately, it's not real.
Yeah.
And I don't even like Subway, but I kind of wish it was. 2010's pop sensation Pitbull is trying to set a world record. 8772 Radio U. What's your favorite Pitbull song?
I don't have one.
You don't have one?
No.
It's Timber.
Is Fireball a song by him?
Yeah.
Okay, because I know that one.
It definitely is.
I know that song.
Timber is definitely the best Pitbull song.
Is that the one with Kesha?
Yeah. So is Fireball. They're both with Kesha.
They're both with Kesha?
I believe Kesha's in the Fireball song. Maybe I'm wrong.
I have no idea she was in the Fireball one. I didn't even realize it was Pitbull.
Maybe no, he's not it. She's not in it actually, but she's not in Fireball.
I did remember she was a part of Timber, and I don't like that song.
When Timber comes on, you know it's going down. It's going down.
Yeah. We're yelling.
You can't deny it.
We're yelling Timber
because it's going down. Pitbull is trying to set a world record coming up this July. He's going to be doing a headlining show at Hyde Park. Ever since the day that Pitbull debuted or became popular, I always couldn't picture in my mind what type of person wants to go see Pitbull in concert.
Yeah, it's definitely an odd crowd, I would imagine.
Yeah, and I have to, here's what I guess I eventually realized is that it's not about the music. It's the atmosphere. It's because when you see Pitbull, it's going down.
It's kind
you're yelling Timber.
Like club music, is that what you're trying to think?
Yeah, it's like party. You're not going because you love Pitbull and his music. You're going because it's going to be a party.
Because you want to party.
Yeah, it's just the atmosphere. So he's got a headlining show. He's still doing headlining shows in London on July 10th of this year. And when he does that show, they are going to be attempting to get people in the crowd to dress up as Pitbull, which apparently at Pitbull shows is very common. He kind of has his iconic look.
Okay.
Which includes
the bald head.
His bald head. And so they are trying to set the record for the most people wearing bald caps all at once.
That's crazy. You know what? I just looked him up. I didn't realize he was that young. I kind of thought he was older. He's 45. He
has an old voice.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be more in his 50s.
Yeah, that means when he was in his heyday, early 2000s, he was just young. 30. Yeah.
Yeah, he was young. So I am kind of shocked by that.
Yeah. But
I don't know why.
You know what? He hasn't aged much, though.
No.
It's probably because his head has been shaved the whole time and your hair changing would or thinning out or whatever it is. I don't know how much hair he would have had if he never shaved his head.
Yeah.
But I feel like he has not, you probably look at a picture from him from when Timber came out versus today, and I don't think it looks that different. Which compliments to him, I suppose.
So I'm on the Google thing for him. I Googled Pitbull, and then it's on the all, and I decided to click over to images, and it's all just Pitbull dogs. And it's you could choose singer as an option to move to Pitbull pictures of him. So that's kind of funny.
Thank you, Google.
Yeah.
Pitbull. I'm not going to be participating in the bald cap record event.
Sorry. I'm obviously not going to London, first of all,
right.
So I can't even be there. But yeah, I do not want to wear a bald cap. But you look great in the bald. Bald is beautiful for Pitbull.
It works for him, definitely. And we do sometimes. There's the list of the top 10 attractive bald guys. He never shows up on it, but he should.
Okay.
I think he's deserving. More than Prince William or whatever.
Do they consider him bald?
Whichever of the princes that's got the receding hairline.
It's Prince William. Yeah. Harry still has hair, but
yeah, that's right. Yeah, Prince William's definitely a lot of times on the list.
He's losing a lot on the top. It's not all gone.
Pitbull rocks it much better than he does.
Yes.
Pitbull. I was gonna say. Darn it! What was I gonna say? It'd be sad is if. They announce they're trying to set this record.
And they don't get it?
Yeah, and they go and they don't get it.
Dang it.
What a slap in the face that would be to Pitbull.
They'd be like, grab people off the streets and put bald caps on. We're making this happen.
We'll provide the bald caps. Just get people in the building.
Yeah.
There's a new star of the Olympics. And for some reason, they didn't get a medal. 8772 Radio U. Nazgul, the Czechoslovakian wolf dog.
I saw this dog.
Yes. It is a dog that got loose at one of the events yesterday. One of the, I don't know if it's cross-country skiing or biathlon or whatever it was.
It says it was for women's cross-country skiing.
Cross-country skiing. And this dog got out onto the track near the finish line and actually crossed the finish line with some of the competitors. My favorite part,
my goodness.
My favorite thing is they used the photo finish camera and got a picture of the dog, the photo finish.
Yeah.
It is so, I just love that picture so much.
That is so awesome. Yeah, this dog is it looks very cool, and
it's an awesome dog.
And most likely, and for what I'm seeing in this article, this dog is very friendly. But I gotta be honest, if I was one of the skiers, one of the competitors, I would legit think this was a wolf. Like,
Yeah.
this dog looks like truly a wolf.
I was watching this video of some people yesterday, and they were convinced it was a wolf.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
That
it's
would
got
scare
a
me.
collar on.
Yeah,
So-
well, yeah, I guess I can't see the collar in the picture I'm looking at here, but if I just straight up saw this dog running at me.
Yeah, it's a big one.
It's a bit, yeah, because it's got actual, wolf DNA in it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have all the aggression of a wolf, but it still is sometimes they consider them dangerous dogs.
Yeah.
But this dog is very friendly. It actually lives nearby where the Olympics are happening for like the skiing and those mountain events.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently it lives at a bed and breakfast. And this bed and breakfast is hosting a lot of Olympians.
Oh.
And anytime, or people that are coming to the, to
Yeah.
watch the Olympics, anytime it sees people leaving in the morning, this dog has been like crying. It loves people. And so the dog wants to go with them.
Mm-hmm.
The dog finally got to go with them. He's been plotting this little breakaway to see what's happening.
It's funny how we're all celebrating this dog and it's so cute and nothing bad happened, so it's good.
Yeah.
But this could so easily be like public enemy number one if anything went different.
Yeah.
If the dog wasn't as friendly, or if it was like a child, everybody be like, "You're the worst." The people that like were responsible for the child or for the dog or whatever.
That's true.
But since it, this is the Olympics, don't interrupt. It's not safe and whatever. But instead, the dog's super sweet and everybody loves him.
Yeah, I don't know if it is a boy or a girl.
He, I guess.
Okay.
It looks like so. Nazgul, the Czechoslovakian wolf dog.
A beautiful dog. Absolutely beautiful dog.
I didn't know you could even get wolf dogs.
I know that they are like a little bit more common, and it makes sense. Like out in the areas where there'd be mountains and snow. Like
you need a hardy dog.
I feel like it definitely makes
Sparkle's
sense.
Chihuahuas wouldn't do as well.
No, you need a wolf dog or a husky or something like that to really thrive in that environment.
Yeah. Well, let's all rally together. Let's get Nazgul, the Czechoslovakian wolf dog, a medal.
Yes.
Because he deserves it.
I approve.
He crossed the finish line.
He did.
He did it. We were just talking about food fights. If you're not hungry enough already, let me introduce you to Boy Kibble.
Boy Kibble.
8772 Radio U. Remember when girl dinner was like a trend on TikTok and everything?
Yes.
Where, what was it like? You'd eat cheese cubes and rice and apple slices for dinner, just like whatever you had lying around.
Yeah, just random stuff. You'd throw it all together and be like, girl dinner.
Yeah. And then to me, I feel like we definitely talked about this on the show at some point of like, what's the guy equivalent?
Yeah.
What's guy dinner? What's boy dinner? And it's like a microwave burrito.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's Hot Pockets.
But this is like the gym bro version of girl dinner.
Okay.
They call it boy kibble. Like some people are literally calling it like human dog food.
Ew.
Because it is something you would cook up. You do actually have to cook it. So I think that's what makes it different than girl dinner. It's like, this is
There's
something.
a cooking involved.
Yeah, but it's not about taste. It's about efficiently just simply delivering protein, low calorie protein. And so it's literally like bland chicken and rice and vegetables if you so choose.
And that's why it should be called kibble.
Yeah.
Because kibble is also that, bland and tasteless and just blah.
But I don't know. I feel like a lot of people probably say we need to get back to this. Like this is actually a good trend of making our food more utilitarian and less fun.
No!
Because then we would eat less and we'd eat with more intention and we'd wind up with, you wouldn't eat Ozempic to stay fit because you wouldn't be eating Little Debbie's all the time.
Just go for a walk, and balance out your health a little bit. But no, food should be enjoyable to make and
fun?
to eat. Yes.
That's why I have so much trouble ever losing weight or keeping weight off.
You're like, I just love food too much.
Yeah, it's fun. They make it taste too good. There are too many, and this is why there's too many good tasting things in the world to eat things that don't taste good.
Yes.
And that's what makes life really difficult.
Life is too short to spend all your time eating food that sucks. Mm-hmm. Why would you do that?
But if you eat food that is good, that's not good for you, but doesn't suck, then you're shortening your life, right?
No, I'm not saying do that. I'm saying have a balanced life. Do the workouts, do the walks and the running and all of that stuff, but also enjoy the food that you eat. There's also plenty of really good food that's good for you and tastes good.
Such as?
One of the things I love, which I know you're going to hate, is I love grilled broccoli.
See, that's when you're leading off. Is like there's plenty of great things that are good for you and taste good, and then you say broccoli.
I think it tastes so good.
That really doesn't. I mean, like, how about something that like the average person would think is good though?
I think like a chicken and rice meal is good, and you can add sauce to that and not feel bad.
Yeah.
You don't need to eat it plain.
I don't know. Yeah, like the seasoning isn't what makes it unhealthy, right?
Yeah.
So why is the boy kibble like not seasoned? What, like throw in some cumin or something?
Yeah, throw in some seasoning, guys. You don't need to eat bland food.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just it's a constant struggle, isn't it? But I can see, and listen, this is the thing. For me, it's hard to work out. Well, it's hard to work out and hard to eat healthy. For some people, it's easier to do one or the other, and that allows you to have more wiggle room for the other areas.
Yeah.
For me, I have to like really squeeze myself to work out. And, you know, like you have to do what works for you.
I feel like also these are examples of gym bros that they have very specific things that they want in their life. They're looking for a specific body type. And you do need to go to extremes to get that.
Yeah.
So I think this is not realistic for you and me.
Yeah.
For what we would do.
For them, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Because you get to look the way you want to look, and that's more important than eating food that's fun. To me, what's the point of a six-pack if I can't have...
If you're not happy.
If I can't have Popeyes. Yeah, the six-pack will not make me as happy as Popeyes will. There's no chance. This is one of the craziest videos I have ever seen. 8772-RADIO-U. We can send it your way. Let us know at 8772-RADIO-U. This is body cam footage of police in Iowa responding to a fire alarm initially that had went off at a Iowa University frat house.
Oh my gosh, this is terrifying, Hudson.
Yeah, people are saying it looks like the movie Weapons.
Yes, 100%. If you've seen Weapons, the basement scene, this is what this looks like.
It's a bunch of college guys. They're all shirtless, blindfolded, and the police walk into the basement. The lights are off, and they're shining the flashlight on these guys, and none of them will move or say a word.
Yep.
It is so creepy.
Hazing on another level. What is going on? This fraternity needs to be investigated.
Yeah. So this happened. The video is only going viral now, but the event that happened that led to this was in November of 2024.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know what happened to the individuals necessarily involved, but the fraternity itself has been banned or suspended until 2029. Tough times for Delta Phi.
They've been banned?
They've been suspended.
Suspended as a fraternity.
As a fraternity at the University of Iowa until 2029.
Yeah, because this is ridiculous. You can't let this go on.
Yeah, we don't even know what it is, but you can't.
It's
whatever it is, you can't let it
ritual,
go on.
some type of ritual. Because I guarantee what's happened is they've told these are probably all freshmen that are wanting to join. You know, it's rush week or something, and they are being told that there's a camera watching them, and if any of them move, if any of them speak, you're out.
And despite whatever stuff happens to them, so like there's like liquid and stuff all over, like I don't know what was going on.
Yeah, crazy stuff
the
happening.
Guys in charge were trying to put them through to get them to break. And these guys, even when the police showed up, they didn't.
Yep.
Credit to them. Why do you want to be in a fraternity that bad?
Why do you want to be in a fraternity that bad? And also, it's a police officer telling you to move and you're not doing anything? Like, you're dumb.
Yeah.
Like, did your parents not teach you this?
The comments about this are killing me, though. I love the one that goes, the family of raccoons in my attic when I go up to grab decorations.
They're just staring.
If we don't move,
they won't
see us. Yeah. This is why I never got in a fraternity.
Yeah.
This is it.
This is why.
Not because there wasn't fraternities at a broadcasting school that no longer exists. It's this. This is why.
Yeah, no, I've never been a fan of fraternities or sororities, but I think frats are probably the bigger problem. And I remember last year we talked about, there was a sorority girl that was at a university down south that was outing fraternities for hazing like this and doing stuff. And they tried to shut her down. They tried to stop her from sharing this information. So we don't know what's all going on behind the scenes. They may say, oh, we don't haze anymore. I don't buy it. This stuff is still going on. This is in 2024.
Yeah, but some Mike on Twitter got it right, though. He's like, this will be the funniest story ever when they're all 50.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They're all going to laugh their butts off about it.
We're laughing now, and they'll be laughing then. They'll be laughing for the rest of their lives. I guess that's the upshot of the sorority, of the fraternity.
It's a brotherhood.
Yeah. The memories you make.
I don't want those memories.
Insane they are. Allie, did you see the story about Anthony Kim, the golfer?
I did not.
Do you remember Anthony Kim from his initial heyday in golf?
The name sounds familiar, so probably.
Yeah, I was not paying attention to golf when Anthony Kim had first come around, but he was a very successful golfer, like ranked highly enough in the world that he played for the Ryder Cup team for the U.S.
Okay.
This was in the earlier 2010s. He, I believe, has the record for the most consecutive birdies or the most birdies in a round at the Masters.
Wow.
So very successful.
Yes.
He was like top 10 probably golfer in the world.
Augusta's like a really hard course.
Yeah. I didn't know. I had no familiarity with him during that time. But that was like, now we're talking 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
But since then, he dealt with some mental health issues, substance abuse, alcohol, and definitely like drug issues.
Oh, wow.
And he crashed out to the point where he was not golfing. And it was this part of the story I'm just now, again, all this stuff I'm just finding out about kind of recently. But he goes from like one of the top golfers in the world to there's no way he's golfing. In fact, people are worried he's going to actually live. You know what I mean? Because it was at such a dark point for him.
Okay.
Fast forward to this past weekend, he won the Live Golf tournament in Australia.
That's right. Didn't he win? It was like the Grange or something?
Yeah, I don't know what it's called. And it's Live. So again, it's all kind of stuff that's out of my world a little bit. I don't really
watch Live Tour, but I do feel like I saw it because I follow them on Instagram or something.
Yeah, but it's a story that's so spectacular that it breaks even through that he goes from not the best, but one of the top golfers in the world, depressed, addicted to drugs, whatever, lowest of lows, possibly, whether intentionally or not, he may not live very much longer. And then he's able to escape from that, get back to the point where not only is he just living life, but get back to the point where he's winning a major golf tournament, playing with Bryson DeChambeau and John Rahm and beating them to win a major golf tournament.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah, and he's like his family, his daughter was there hugging him when he wins the tournament. So an amazing moment. And it goes to show, like, he literally wound up in rehab, of course, and apparently he found faith while he was in rehab. And so a huge turnaround for him. And to me, even it goes to show that, one, no matter how high you can get in life, you're never immune to mental health issues. You're never immune to going down a dark path.
Yeah, falling out of that.
Just because you're super successful or whatever it may be, it doesn't mean that you can't have your own issues.
Yeah.
But what it also shows is that no matter how far down you get that path, as long as you're still here, there's still a chance for you to be redeemed, for your life to turn into something. And again, it just would have been a success story for him to get off of drugs and to have a family and to be living a happy life.
Right.
But not only was he able to do that, he was able to turn it around to the point where now he's winning golf tournaments. Truly an amazing story.
That is an incredible redemption story, and I'm sure many people will hear about it in the future because it's like that story deserves to be told, you know, as we're sharing it right now. I've heard many times people say, like, I'm too far gone for God to change me or for God to want me or to love me. First of all, God loves you no matter what. That's evident. But also, there's no person that's too far gone. There's no reason that you need to look at yourself and your circumstances and think, I can never change. I can never get out of the trouble I'm in. God is right there. He's here for you. Even when you feel like Anthony Kim did at the lowest of low point in his life, going from, you know, competing at the Masters to being somebody who's dealing with mental health illness and also drugs. Like, that's a complete turnaround, but look at what he's doing now. It's so, I think a big aspect of that you mentioned is faith.
Yeah.
He has a faith, and that really can motivate people to change, but also can just help people realize that your circumstances do not define you. That's not
100%.
who you are.
Yeah. And I understand that sometimes when you're down at, the very bottom, you're thinking, even if I get out of this, like what's the best case scenario? But like I say so many times, what you can imagine as your best case scenario and what God actually has as a best case scenario is so much wildly better than we can conjure up in our imaginations.
Yeah.
I really don't think a lot of people would have thought that Anthony Kim, when he was dealing with his addiction and mental health issues, that he would be back golfing again at all.
Right.
Not only is he back golfing again at all, he's winning tournaments. It's truly amazing. And hopefully, I'm hoping for my selfish purposes that he gets to play at the Masters
That'd
and stuff.
be so
I want to
cool.
see him at some more events.
Yes.
Definitely be rooting him on. But if you, are in a situation like that, or even if it's not, maybe you think it's not that bad, but that doesn't mean that you want to make sure you never get in that spot. And two, God can help you wherever you are. You might think you're, if 10 is the worst, you're a 6. It doesn't mean you can't still get some help.
Yeah.
Start talking to God, find out what he can do.
Thanks for listening to the RadioU Podcast. Don't forget to rate and review the show.